Hey, I'm back, man. It's Monstrositus X. And I guess I'm doing this video for Goddamned Comics. That's the channel that all my art is going to eventually be on, but I guess I got a bigger channel. That's why I've been still posting. Still posting on Indigenous Monstrosity. But I'm preparing to come out with my comic Might, and Might, the graphic novel, and but I'm getting my drawing skills up there, and I know I've been showing you all a lot of these very sketchy, dark, faded drawings, and this is a drawing I was working out. It's a small board. I'm gonna put it in the computer, and maybe tomorrow morning I'm gonna try to get this on 11 by 17. But this is supposed to be what's the Omega Atlas versus Devour. So I'm gonna try and separate these two to get the body position better on Omega Atlas. So and then I'll put this back on. I'm gonna put it in the computer. I think it should be. I still should be able to do what I need to do. I know it's light, but I still should be able to get it done. But anyway, I wanted to show a little bit more of what my art will look like, even though I haven't been doing so much drawing characters from the story that I can't really show now. I've been showing a lot of, work that looks like this. Even though it shows the form and everything, it doesn't show detail. And so I kind of was messing around with my pencils, and I'm gonna scan this into the computer, and so maybe we can but this is the type of forms I'm gonna be drawing. You can see I mess around. See, I draw with this one mostly. This is a 2H. It's a hard pencil, and it's very extremely hard because it takes a lot to get something that you can see. And I guess I mold my characters, and because sometimes I'm trying. Well, I find my poses a lot of the time. I know what I want to see, but getting the form there sometimes takes a slight tweaking. So it's more like molding. Like this guy, his shoulder was up, and I kind of left it there. I didn't erase it. That's what happens. I don't really erase it, so I just keep drawing and until I find the form that I like. So uh, well, from the way it looks like the left arm. Well, it is kind of thicker, but that's only because I put a line around the outside with this number 2 pencil. Well, it's in a pencil holder. It's a regular number 2. This is a number 2 hard, and this is woodless 9B. So it's extremely dark. But I've put a very light touch right underneath the left breast there, the left pectoral. So that was with the that brush, the 9B. If I go harder, it can really put a, see that one on the top, that's the 9B. It's really dark, and then the 2 is in the second place, and the 2B is hard. The 2H is on the bottom there. So, and that's the same thing, but I pressed a lot lighter. Well, I can show you. See, this, you can go light with it, but as soon as you add a little bit of pressure, it gets dark kind of quick. So, and that's not even sharp. If I had sharpened it, it'll be darker. So you can see it get black real quick. I used to have I still have it somewhere, an ebony pencil, but it's not as dark as this 9B. So I'm going to be working with that. That's what I've been doing with all my drawings. So I start out with that 2H, and it'll look faded and rough like this. And then I'll just go around the outside with that dark pencil, and you see how it just makes that pop. And over here he's got a little bit of reflected light. But yeah, and this is a small drawing. Look, it's not even that big as my hand. It's small. He's not finished because it's not. It was just practice. I did the drawing a couple of days ago, and then this morning I kind of went over the outline around the collarbone, under the pec. I darkened underneath the lats right there with the number 2 pencil, and then I kind of did light around the obliques there with the 9B. So that's what my work will look like when, more or less, when you see my book, and that's the type of forms, my figure, my muscle drawing, my muscularity. This is the type of characters you're gonna be looking at. I can refine my forms. I'm gonna be scanning this into the computer and posting it up on Twitter. I'm gonna be trying. I think, because the pencil is easy to correct. Your boy was doing a Hulk. It wasn't a Maestro review, and he was saying how, I forget the artist's name, and I should remember the guy because I collected his books and I liked his art a lot. So, and he was saying how he used tight lines, did a pencil with used his pencils and then darkened it in the computer and just used those as the line work and colored it. So maybe that's what I'll try. I'll try to do that with a couple of these drawings that I've done and color them, so maybe I can skip the inking part, even though I still want to do the inking because I understand the value in being able to ink my own work, and being able to ink my drawings and being able to sell the masters, or the original art. So, and this isn't finished. I didn't color, I didn't darken all underneath the right arm. I didn't go around the right arm. That's why it looks so skinny. So, because I didn't outline it, so it looks faded on both sides. So, I was darkening and shading the left side. You see, I put the arrow for where the light was coming from. And, yeah, I'm going to scan this in the computer and post it up so you can see it better. Probably put it in the video. If I think I know how to do it, I can take a picture of it, and well, I'll scan it, and that way I'll have a picture in there. And yeah, and then I'm gonna scan this and work on this tomorrow morning. This is Omega Atlas versus Devour. Omega Atlas versus Devour. So yeah, that'll be tomorrow morning. And being that I'm here, I was looking on my desk over there, and I seen I had being that Shane Davis was talking about, he was working on Metal Men. Well, this is Metal Men, Tangent Comics, and Roy Mars, Mike McCone, and Mark McKenna. Issue number 197. 1297, The Metal Man. I also have another bunch, because I had a bunch of books that came out at the same time, like Secret Six and number 1. Same, I bought them all at the same time. All came in the same bag, so they're together. I haven't opened them, messed with them since I bought them. So this is how long I haven't touched comic books, man. Since the 90s. Well, since I bought my last one. And I haven't bought my, what's this one? Doom Patrol, number 1. And then I got JLA, number 198. Had black characters, so the marginalized wasn't so marginalized, were they? Look at that. Marginalized wasn't so marginalized, right? Where they getting that shit from? SJWs be telling y'all bullshit. Look at that. They did a black Superman. They did him already. Look at that. I think this is part of DC, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there it is. There it is right there. DC, Tangent Comics. They did Black Superman. Superman, number 1. Superman, see? So what are they talking about? What they be talking about? They don't be knowing what they saying. They stupid. They stupid. That's all of the ones I have right now. I gotta dig out my books. That's all of the DC tangents. But I got this Raid right here. This is Radix Image, number 1. See, I used to collect, I'm telling you, I used to collect all of this stuff, man. All of it. I never let anything slide. I bet you nobody talk about Radix. You hear them talking about all kinds of stuff, but they don't talk about Radix. Yeah, I always bought 2 because I always wanted to have one to keep locked away and the other one that I could fuck with. So that I could check out how they drew everything, you know? That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna have any problems. You're gonna see great artwork just coming from my fingertips. That's all. That's all. You're gonna be seeing some great artwork because I got thousands of these old. Look at this Empire. Who did this? Who did this? I showed you. Who's that? Ray Lay, Ben Lay, and Brian Reber. And this is, who's that? Mark Waid? Is that Mark Waid? I don't know. But and Kitson, Empire. Is this a number 1? Number 1, right there, big bold in my face. 250. 250. Nice robot, man. The art, man. That's all I cared about. I don't even know if I read this book because all I cared about is the cover and the art inside. That's all I cared about. So I don't know if this is SJW from back in the day or what. What was the year this? What was the year? I don't see it. It had to be the 90s. What's it? Yeah, so anyway. Uh, very good looking art, man. Loving the art. You have to. X-Men, Black Sun, 1 of 5. I probably got the whole thing. Sorry about the glare, people. So, nice cover. I don't know about the inside. I haven't looked in this book in years. And that's Black Sun, 2 of 5. Oh, I could read these. I could do reviews on these. Let me see how many more I got here. Oh, I got 3 of 5. Oh, shoot. I got 4 of 5. And I've got 5 of 5. Yo, maybe I'll start reading some comic books. Because I didn't know I had 5 5. I thought I was going to have to go digging for stuff. Here's Ninja, Wildstorm, #1. Who's this? Garza, Warner, and Norton. Pretty good. He had his own kind of style. That's why I said I used to pick it up for the colors too, because that was earlier in the computer digital coloring era. So I knew I was gonna have to learn this stuff eventually too. Matter of fact, that's back when I first started thinking about buying a computer, if I didn't already buy one. There's another Ninja, #3. I don't know if I have #2 somewhere. I hope I do. I always tried to keep consecutive numbers. I used to go every week to multiple stores. Here's Shedima Zero. I used to get it, man. I used to get everything. I just had to see the different artists. Here's Shedima Zero variant. See? Variant cover. Here's another Shedima. #1. Shedima #1. So I can start reading some of these till I can here's #1. Battle of the Planets. Ding, 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 ding. I bought these. I bought this from eBay on one of them joints. I got the full collection, and I remember just like with the Thundercats that I don't think I liked the show back when it was on TV, because it was slow and boring most of the times. But look at the animation was good though. Animation was good for back then. That's that Japanese stuff. Speed Racer, Kimba the White Lion, Gigantor. But yeah, I guess you could say I'm nostalgic or something like that because I used to watch it. Here goes Vampirella, Wetworks. I like Wetworks. I like that whole gold skin shit. I got that. I think I got the whole collection. #1. Yeah, baby, I got. So, who's the names on here? Marriott, Wynn, and Bennett. Yeah, that's good artwork. See, this is what I'm going to be using for references for my ink work, man. See what I can do and what I can get away with. Look at this, Wonder Woman. Stan Lee's name. Just imagine. Stan Lee's all over this bitch. This is a big one. It's a big book. It's perfect bound. Square bound. So, who's the name? Scott Williams. Alex Sinclair. Also M. Uslan. G. Colin. And T. Palmer. With L. Hidzierski. Hindzerski? Whatever. That's your fault for having a difficult name, man. And then I got this Wolverine cable joint, Guts and Glory. I think I seen your boy do a review of that. Stephen Platt, I think that's some Prophet, right? I got Prophet. #1, Joe Casey. I got all of that shit, man. I collected all of that stuff. I ain't play. Here's Superman versus Predator. Right there. Very good artwork. Very good artwork, man. 2 or 3. I had to have it. I had to have the first one. McLean, Malieve, Hollingsworth. That's another square bound. So that's pretty thick. And then this is garbage. Angels of Distraction. Oh, this is garbage. With that idiot. Bendis. He started his shit way back then. This is garbage. I did a video on this. That's garbage. I didn't know there was SJW stuff back then. I didn't know nothing about SJW stuff. They don't have a cover. It's not good. #2, Dark Minds. And then here's a Superman. That feels kind of thick. Daily Planet. Superman. And then Dark Guard. It's all random because I didn't ever put them in boxes in order. They was in the bags. These brown bags that I used to get them in. I left them in them. I just tried to arrange them. If I had like a couple of weeks worth together, I try to arrange them. Or a couple of months worth, I try to arrange them so I have some of them together. So that's how I got his Prophet right there, #4. That's Stephen Platt? Gotta be right. Gotta be, yeah. There we go, Splat right there. Splat and Marlowe. Another one without a cover. Dark Guard. Another one without a cover. Or a board. All of these are a little beat up. See? That's what happens when you don't put them in boards, man. This is 4 and 6 of Tau. Spirit of Tau. Issue 4 and 6. And this one's 5. I gotta find the others. This is Doom. 2 of 3. Then I got some Rogue Icons. 3 of 4. 4 of 4. Some Thundercats. Who's this? I might recognize the name from Scott Campbell. J. Scott Campbell. Yeah, kind of Lyle Gilmore, Ford Lyle Gilmore. Some more Thundercats, number 1. This is 0, that's number 1. Then I got some Shockwaves. Thundercats and Shockwave. This is 1 of 4. And I got the others under here too. This is 3 of 4. They're around here. This is X-Force. That's X-Force. Who's that? Ellis, Pistachio. So yeah, Pistachio. That's good art. Yeah, that's good art. Let me see if I can get some light on this bitch. See, I'm gonna be using my scanner. See, this is what I'm using. I'm relegated to a hand wand scanner to scan my work. I gotta get I gotta get another scanner, man. I'm a broke bitch right now. So then I got a bunch of Aphrodite zeros. This is 1. I got a bunch of number 1s. That was 0, and there's a bunch of 1s. I got 4 number 1s. Aphrodite. 4 number 1s right here. And then a number 2 under here, then Excalibur. Excalibur. Yeah, I gotta start reading some books, right? And here's a brass number 1. Brass number 1, baby. That's some good artwork, man. Good artwork. Cross hatching back there on the back of the foot. I can learn from all of these. That's why I bought comic books. So I can learn shit. That's how I can learn. And that's one thing I want to, from my point of view, I don't think anybody should draw while having an open comic book next to them and trying to copy what they see. I think you should absorb everything that you appreciate from different artists and then sit down and just draw from your heart. That way you develop your own style. I don't know if I have a style that looks like other people's, but that's how I used to draw. I would study comic books and muscle magazines, and then how to draw comics the Marvel way, and then I would put all of that stuff to the side and just draw. I would just draw. If I had trouble with a certain position, I might go thumbing through a comic book to see. But other than that, I try to stay away from trying to draw exactly what I see, because then what if that artist makes a mistake? Then you're gonna make the same mistake. I'd rather learn anatomy and all of that first, and then just draw from the heart. Absorb, because your mind's eye is really where you want to draw from. You want to get your mind's eye so good, and then being able to copy what you see. Get your mind eye coordinated. That way you're not depending on drawing like somebody else, and you don't make mistakes, or you're not. People might say it might resemble some certain other people's art, but so does a lot of people's art, because basically you could only draw a correct form in so many ways, right? So basically you're trying to find very little things that differentiate you from other people. So yeah, and that's all I'm saying. I'm gonna have all of this. Let me get this stuff off of here. Probably smearing all that pencil work. Yeah, I'm gonna start looking through there. But yeah, tomorrow morning I'm gonna do a draw stream, fucking with this Omega Atlas versus Devour. I'm gonna set that up now. And this is the show that I can get my pencils tighter, and how I draw is specifically for a reason. This is how I like to draw. I draw this mess for a reason. This is how I see that mess becomes like a Rorschach test. I can make a mess, but I know what I want. I know where the lines go, and so once I put the line work in, that's what it comes out. And that's all I did. This looked exactly like this, except for all I did was go around the border with the number 2 and the 9B, and underneath the arm, the pectoral right there, that line is a 9B. I just lightly grazed it though. I didn't try to go hard, but I wanted it to pop. So that's how I draw. So the subtleties show up. That's how I draw. I like that look. I know there's more things that I gotta put in, like clothing, but I can't see. That's what I was doing down here. You can see where I was putting in wrinkles and stuff. But there has to be more done. I have to go back through with an eraser and do the streak. That's why it makes it. And for all you artists that's coming up and learning, don't draw lines all the way up. It makes it look like he got a trunk between his legs. Just kind of draw a little crescent. Just, yeah. So, okay, let me get out of here. I'm going to be scanning this and put it in the computer so I can show it better, and maybe post it up somewhere in the video so that it comes out looking, you can see it better instead of at this flat angle with this fucked up light. So, all right, people, I'm out, and remember, keep an eye out for Might, Might. That's my character. A lot of everything I'm working on right now is for him. All of this drawing, these pencils and stuff, all of this is practicing so that I can get my drawing back to where I like to see it. So yeah, I'm out of here. See me again. Keep an eye out for Mike. And tomorrow, come back to me tomorrow on Goddamn Comics in the morning around 11, 12, 10, 11, 12 for